Welcome to Chromebook Tips with Mr. B. This time we're going to talk about installing a printer. I think the only reason you may want to do this is if you have a printer at home and you want to be able to print from your Chromebook. I'm going to be honest, this video is going to seem wildly incomplete, and that's because I'm not at home. I don't have a printer to install on the Chromebook that I have sitting in front of me. And the instructions for installing your printer that you may have sitting at home are going to differ wildly, possibly, depending on the printer that you actually have. So the best I can do here is get you to the install a printer screen. And from that point, you might have to do a little bit of Googling, a little bit of research on your own printer to make sure that it's going to work with a Chromebook, or to learn how to actually install it, that your Chromebook will see it. So what I can tell you is from our Chromebook here, if we come down to the lower right-hand corner and click to get into our settings, we should be able to choose the little gear here, which will get us into like all of the greater settings that we have available to us. This can be useful to get into sometimes, and if we choose advanced and you scroll down, eventually one of these things you'll see is printing or printers. From there, we can choose this little printer arrow, and that gets us into this wonderful dialog where we can choose Add Printer. I'm going to be honest, the only reason I think you would be even doing this is, you'll see if I click on this, it's asking for all kinds of things like IP addresses and protocols. This is honestly to add some kind of network printer. So if you have a networked printer at home that works through your home's Wi-Fi, this might be the way to go about adding that. You just need to figure out this information for your home printer. I'm going to be honest, if you're connecting something by a USB, chances are it should really be plug and play, meaning if you plug the USB into your computer, it's really just going to show up here for you to use and show up in the print dialog. Assuming, we're going to come into a Google Doc here again, assuming we could hit our print button here, if you have a nice plug and play printer, I'm going to guess it should show up in the destination options here. You may have to choose See More, and it should hopefully show up there for you to use as well as far as installing your printer goes. But worst case, if you really need to do something manually, come into the settings, go to advanced printing, and from there you can get into your printers and work on maybe adding one manually if it's really not cooperating. Like I said, your mileage may vary. You may need to do a little bit of research on your own depending on the kind of printer, the brand of printer, or the model that you have at home. Those things may be, the instructions might be different, and I can't necessarily talk through all of them individually. So at least I can get you that far. I hope that was helpful. If not, best of luck, and I hope you can get printing at home.